I'd like to take another opportunity to address the misconception that George Lucas hated the character of Mara Jade.
As the creator of Mara Jade,
Wait! I am not the creator of Mara Jade, and I want you to get out of this office right now.
It wasn't her character, but her cosmopolitan look that he disliked, as told here by J.W. Rinsler.
They went out and got some sort of person who looked like she had stepped out of a Cosmopolitan magazine to be the model from art, and he just thought the whole thing was so not Star Wars.
Something as major as a love interest for Luke Skywalker is something that would have been approved by George Lucas himself.
That's just a rumor that has kind of crawled up through fandom for years and years and years. I know that Tim met George Lucas. They had a sit-down conversation before the first book was done. I know that as with any of the novels, everything is cleared through Lucasfilm, and 100% for anything as major as a love interest being developed for Luke. That's a decision that George would have given a yes or no on.
A lot of George Lucas's involvement in the expanded universe was given a simple yes or no. So if he truly despised the character of Mara Jade, she would have been removed.
But, he didn't come to licensing and say, you have to kill her off. He just said, I'm not happy about it.
Model Shannon McRandall stated that her image was handpicked by George Lucas to be the face of Mara Jade. Mara Jade also appeared in the radio dramatization of Return of the Jedi as a dancer in Jabba's palace.
When we were writing those books, we were told we were writing canon. So at that time, we were creating canon. And so anybody who says they were never canon is just incorrect.
I had always hoped something would happen, and about a year after Last Command came out, I was contacted by Bantam, asked if I would do a final book in their series. And I told them I wanted to do two things. I wanted to end the war with the Empire, and I wanted to get Luke and Mara together. And they said, fine for the first, but no for the second. I said, well, in that case, I'm not interested in doing the book, but thanks for asking. About 2 weeks later, they came back and said, well, okay, you can do that. There were stories going on around the internet and the fan groups that Lucasfilm has said that Luke will never have a full relationship. And I'm sitting there knowing that we've already got it set up. And the reason all the other women keep disappearing is all the other authors know it too. And so they are writing the female possible love interest out of the books. And no one ever breathed a word of it. There was a secret that came all the way to the end. All the writers were incredibly professional. No one leaked it. But it was a deliberate effort on everybody's part, but it was amusing to watch the speculation.
I really got an understanding of how much more Star Wars was out there in the world, that, just because they weren't making movies at the time didn't mean that, you had to lose Star Wars from your life for a while. There's so much out there, whether you want to play a game, whether you want to dress up, whether you want to read a novel or a comic book. That being Mara, that one time introduced me to this world I never knew existed. But to have it develop from there, to have that one day evolve the way it did because of the fans, because of the people that read the books, that participated in that poll on Insider that voted Mara Jade the most well-loved character never on screen.
How many characters of that Star Wars family exist today?
Well, today there's over 5,000 characters. It's very big, and we have lots of novels, lots of comic books, lots of games, and the movies and TV series, and there's a whole world of Star Wars now that didn't exist. So we have hundreds of books and comics and everything you could possibly imagine.
It was all canon. Everything published was canon, was canon, was canon, was canon.